getting into the Oval Office to understand what the president wants. Help us fill out the story of particularly the acute period of the war, the buildup, the decision to go to war, and the immediate implementation of Bush's policy in 2003.
You got to make that point right at the beginning. It was an intelligence failure, so you don't apologize for that. I mean, you try and figure out what went wrong and you fix it. So none of what we're saying is to be taken as defensive.
And if I brought it into the room right now and put it in a big pile and had you go through it and you didn't know what the true answer is, you would come to the same conclusion the analysts came to.
These guys woke up every day convinced there was going to be a second wave of attacks, any second. And that shaped, I think, the thinking, the collection, the policymakers about Iraq.
I think also when I was at NSA, okay, and all the time the phone rang for the Secretary of Defense. What about this? What about that? What about that? And I'm saying, no, 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 no. It happened all the time.
But the point I was going to make is that much of the information we received from foreign intelligence was very confirmatory, in our minds, what we were receiving was very confirmatory of the existence of WMD. And there were moments when I would sit down with a foreign intelligence service chief and say, you know, are you sure you're right here? Because the President of the United States is taking seriously what you're giving us, because we're giving it to him and he's taking it seriously. And in every case, I was assured that we were on solid grounds.
What I've learned this evening is very important, that gaps along this chain, which starts with a vision which sounds and looks attractive and ends in a disaster. These gaps, when you put them together next to each other, you can understand what happened. In Iraq now, most people believe, how can a superpower fail so much? It must be intentional. They came to destroy Iraq, and they did.